Why'd you pop?
You're too nice. I feel like you're friendly. And I have nothing wrong with that. I've been around too many friendly people in my life, and I'm not friendly. You just seem like you can have a conversation with everybody.
Right. You read that right. I can have a conversation with everybody.
I can too, but when it comes to like dating and stuff, I gotta pass. I'm a Libra. I like knocking stuff over.
Yeah.
Not literally, but I will if I have to.
Okay, that ain't good. Literally, figuratively, or nothing. Like knocking stuff over.
If you play with my mental health,
yeah,
play with my boundaries. I don't want to bust the windows out your car or anything like that, but I might.
Yeah, you really mean that. You mean that.
I might pick up something and throw it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now you still have your balloon and why?
You're very handsome. I think I want to try your food. If you want to cook for me one day, we can go collab on something, some content or like anything, not that type of content.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I know you're not ready for all that.
Look how confused this bitch is. She said he is too nice, but that's why she popped. But also that she could, if they would want to link up one day and he cooks for her. What kind of crazy bitch is this?
Okay. Is she your type?
Oh. Probably not the hype.
All right. First and foremost, I'm gonna say all praises be to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. And then I'm gonna say double honors to the apostles and unto the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the sincere elect teaching the truth and faith and sincerity. Quick topic I want to speak on. It's actually based here on these, on the show. But really not the focus on the show, really these women out here and the mindset of these women out here in general. Now, I've never actually sat down and watched like a extended part of this show concept. Pop the balloon. I've never actually really sat down and watched a bit of it before. Really, probably maybe like once before, but I don't really feel like I've ever given the show this focus. Obviously, I've seen clips of this before on social media, but I just said, you know what, this show is here, so let me just watch a bit of it. And bro, like all that kept coming onto my mind is that, man, you women out here that's all puffed up and proud, man. Like life as you know it, the comfortabilities as you know it is about to absolutely change. All of these options you think you have, and men that you can just talk to a certain way and walk over, and the comfortability and the pride in which you do have, man. Time's about to change, man. Because quite frankly, these group of women on this panel are horrendous. They're all horrendous, especially in their looks and definitely in their mindset. There's probably one you could be like, but even the fact you're even on this panel, right? You're just a bug out, man. But bro, I was seeing this. Like, not one of them on this panel had any natural hair. Like, I was in, and I'm seeing like a prime example here. This Jake here with his long ass hair, looking fruity. But anyway, I mean he isn't the focus of this lesson, but him, right? You could say, he's a fairly kind of handsome brother, right? He's doing his thing, bro. But let's just Satan, man. But let's just observe the actual people on the panel itself, and it's a bunch of fat, ugly bitches. Like, bro, all of these, like, I'm so in disbelief. I never knew it was this bad out here. And the thing is, he left that panel, right? He left this panel with all his stuff, you know, popped or whatever it was. And even this Eve that made it to the last two, this bitch said that he's too nice. And you can see it in her face and her fucking eyelids that is a demon. Right? And I was just in disbelief, man. It's like, yo, these women out here don't know that the days of evil that's about to come upon this earth, man. Like, your life, the comfortabilities, the security that you do have is going to come to an absolute end. Because as much as they disrespect, you know, men and cool men, you know, this or that or whatever it may be, this life that you have and the comfortabilities in this life that you do have are all well built and maintained by men. So that's why when this time of evil comes upon the earth, all right, and there's death, there's cannibalism and starvation and famine and much evil taking place, you all gonna be really humble in that time, right? And a large amount of you gonna get turned away, especially in these major towns and cities, bro. Like this Eve here, she's 40. This bitch is 45. She's 45. But then I'm sure, like in her responses, we'll be all puffed up and proud. So anyway, I'm gonna read some scriptures anyway. This is Isaiah 32:2, and it says, "And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and the covert from the tempest, as the rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land." And really, that man, right, is a man of the Lord, who is of the Lord's elect. And the women in this time of evil, that's about to actually, you know, come, that gonna get some kind of mercy by being with a man of the Lord. Those are the ones that, you know, are gonna be coming in a real humble, meek spirit, and will be catered according to our taste of who the Lord wants to have mercy upon. But the average everyday, especially Eve, got 5-6 kids, still think she's entitled to, you know, get the like a man that earns a certain amount of years, earns a certain amount of money and this and that. They gonna catch holy hell, man. As the scripture says, they shall be trodden down as mire in the street. Like, I mean, this pop the balloon series gives an insight onto the average mindset, man, of a lot of ladies out here. Like, there's ladies on there that have you know, popped men in terms of, you know, popping the balloon, right? They've done that to men that have kids when they themselves have 5 or 6 kids with 9 different men. Even though that don't make sense, but shit, find a way for it to make sense, you know? It's all confusing, man. I didn't know that. I've never watched that program, man, so I didn't even know it was that bad. But I'm just seeing I was just in it. Look how ugly these bitches are. You know? Like, no natural hair in sight. Right? No natural hair in sight. Like, bro, this, like, especially this Eve in a red dress. The camera's not even fucking on that bitch. And she's still got that resting bitch face. This is horrendous, man. I didn't even know it was that bad. But you know what? The time of evil that's about to come upon this earth, people like that, with that mindset, man, they're gonna be trodden down. Right? This is Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teeth, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Yeah, because all the comforts you have and the comfortable lifestyle you have, the amount of options and choice that you've got in this world, men, one man that pays for dates, or one man that takes them out, one man that fixes their car, all these options in which you do have, they're about to vanish, because guess what? As much as many ladies gonna be catching hell, many men gonna be catching hell in this time. Dying in the wars, dying from starvation and famine and conflicts, and guess what? That's just gonna leave a lot of women out here with no man. And real men, right? Starting off with the Lord's men, of His elect, we gonna have a lot of options out here, but like a lot of you ladies and women are gonna be turned away. You see, I mean, when I was watching the show, I was like, man, like, is this what? I mean, I know that's what's happening out here, but I've never watched that show. To just the lineup of women are just horrendous. And it's men that, maybe built a certain way, got earn a certain amount of money, or at the very least in shape. And this bitch is 900 pounds and wearing some weave, talking about, I don't like his jeans or some shit. Wow. It's crazy, man. But anyway, let's get more precepts. This is Ecclesiasticus 9:12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in a snare. So are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. Yeah, so that's what's happening. It's like now the stage is being set for, again, like, even though we're already going through a time of evil and judgments, like, but there's going to be a time of where these major cities, as we know it, are shut down, cannibalism and famine, and people, a lot of women getting taken by force, men, losing their minds out here. Especially these crazy men in jail and shit, on these psych meds and these drugs. A lot of things about to take place out here. Because all it takes is the lights to just be, turned off. Blackouts and the world economy as you know it just comes to a crash. Things will happen and people gonna be just losing their shit out here. And when that happens, all the comfortabilities that people know in this world and have, men have and women have, especially because they have the most comforts out here, they're gonna fade away in the space of a day. And that's when they gonna attempt to, find a real man, especially a man of the Lord. But guess what? They're gonna be turned away. Like especially us brothers, Lord willing, the women we get in that time gonna come in a certain spirit, all according unto the Lord's will. But no resting bitch face, proud, puffed up, and proud against men that are feminists, they're gonna be trodden down, man. When this comfortability in this life, as they know it, comes to an end. Isaiah 4:1, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, "We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." And that's 7 is a complete number. You know what I mean? It could be 5, it could be 10, it could you know what I mean? It could be any amount according to the Lord's will. But that just shows you in that time, much evil shall be taking place, man. Right? It says no. In the wars, it says the wars in 2nd Ezra 15. Yeah, this is right. Second Ezra's. I'm gonna start from 16 and 20, the 27th verse. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For every city there shall be 10 left of a field, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and the clefts of the rocks. As in an orchard of olives, upon every tree there's left 3 or 4 olives, or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search the houses with a sword. And you know, it makes me think about the Road, man. You remember that film, the Road, man? You know, and then even that scene where his wife lost faith, got puffed up and proud and left, and then just before she left, she said, "They're gonna kill me." She said they gonna rape me. They're gonna kill me, and and what else? Eat me, because cannibalism is coming back, man. And trust me, man. Like, again, when you're out and you're day by day working, seeing how people are and their mindsets, they're only like this because of the comfortabilities that they have right now, man. You know what I mean? Under this rulership of Esau. But this life as we know it is gonna be changed, man. Right? The last scripture says, the Lord shall create a new thing in the earth. A woman shall come past a man. But guess what? Basically, overnight, things, that order of things gonna be changed, because you know what it is, when there's like conflict or danger or any of that sort taking place, these ladies, man, and women, they go back right into them natural state straight away. You know what I mean? It don't matter if it's the most butch dyke wearing a FUBU top and Levi jeans and a damn fitted cap or whatever. Let some guns start popping off or whatever. That bitch gonna start screaming in that high pitched voice that she's got, even though she tries to hide that shit. That's what's coming, man. It says, and the earth shall be laid waste, right? And the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all their paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. Make me think of, I Am Legend. The virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. In the wars shall the bridegrooms be destroyed. Because yeah, man, you know what I mean? A lot of men gonna be sent off to the Middle East and certain parts of the earth to go and, you know, war and drafted up. Hey, even women too gonna be drafted up, man. And their husbands shall perish of famine, man. You know, even if you read Second Ezra 15, it speaks about a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. So even, you know, you women that might have certain kind of neighbors that you might be all puffed up and proud to. When that time comes when there's no food and the lights are off and shit gets scary out here, that bro, they expect that dude to kick right down that door. Now we as the hopeful, you know what I mean, elect in His word and truth, we know and believe that the Lord is gonna take care of us in that time, and that we won't have to do certain things. But these people out here, like in this world, without worldly mindset and demons on them, and no faith, go and panic and start doing some ludicrous and out of their shit, man, out of world stuff. Especially all these people on these meds, man. You know what I mean? Meds and psych meds, and you know, taking all these pills and drugs. When this life as you know it shuts down, man, people are gonna be eating each other's faces and shit. They're gonna get real wild out here. So, you know, hey man. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to touch on that point. The last scripture I'm gonna get is Isaiah 13 and 11. It says, and 12, sorry. And I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Yeah, man. Because that man that's going to be more precious is an Israelite man that's of the Lord's elect. You know? That, you know, like in that time that, you know, like a evil, that time of trouble, when there's major evil and judgment taking place upon the earth, the Lord's going to have mercy on the Israelite man that's of His elect. You know, a special spirit is going to be upon us. You know, Psalms 37 speaks about, you know, Psalms 36 speaks about that. You know, being taken care of, you know what I mean, by, you know what I mean, His angels and stuff. Well, your average everyday people here are gonna be catching hell, especially you women, man. That's all puffed up and proud. Alright, so with that, I'm gonna say all praises be unto how about you, man? Shabbat Shalom, Kakodash, the bonus to pastors and others. Most on to next time, I'm gonna say Shalom.